So it's been a while since I had my last video made. There's been a couple updates to the game. Instead of just doing like a, this is the list of stuff that was changed in the patch or whatever, I wanted to try to do something a little different. So what you are seeing today is my attempt, my very poor attempt, at a speed run of the required quest chain on the tutorial island as of this latest release version. So I've edited the video down to just a section with the speed run, which I consider starting the moment you talk to the first guy at the desk to the loading screen when the transportation officer takes you to the mainland. So the length of this video is the exact length of the speed run. While the server isn't exactly super populated these days, I did do this late at night to ensure that there was absolutely no one that was going to potentially obstruct my speed running. If you kind of compare with my first video on the island from that initial island patch to now, they've added so much new stuff. Like, it's almost like an entirely different place except for the basic layout.
I feel stronger already.
Should have had these windows pre-positioned so I didn't have to move them around. That was one of my first mistakes. So one of the really cool things they added in this last patch were the new shuttles at the shuttle port, and they've also added them throughout a couple major cities in the mainland. I mention it because you're not actually gonna see it in this video because I never quite get that far into the shuttle port to actually see them. So I would check out the news article if you want to take a look at those, or hop in game and take a look. They're probably one of the cooler new models that have come out in recent time. They've also done quite a bit of detail work in the medical center, the building that you start in, that obviously, because I'm kind of doing a speed run, I didn't spend the time to look around and show off. But that kind of detail work and how nice it is and how well it's coming together, I think really bodes well for the rest of the game if they keep up that kind of attention to detail. So the next big patch, or two patches, is supposed to have the new item system and the inventory container backend system. So that'll be the first big like systems change since they did the combat upgrade. I don't want to say combat upgrade. That's a dirty phrase. I'm sorry. Since they did the combat system pass a couple patches ago that solved just a ton of the targeting issues that have been plaguing the game for a long time. So it's pretty exciting that we're going to see another big systems change here coming up. So I guess I lied a little bit. You're going to see the shuttles here in the background a little bit, but I don't actually get close enough to them for you to really get a too good of an idea of what they look like up close. So one other thing they did with this patch, they gave the zone Oasis Valley Watchtowers kind of a facelift, like they did Plymouth Control Center a couple patches ago, where it's not super different from the way it used to be, but they've just kind of polished up the whole area and added new models and replaced everything. I don't know if they're going to keep doing these kind of partial updates to existing areas, because I know the long-term plan is that it's all just essentially getting deleted and everything's being remade from scratch with the new world map that's coming down the line at some point. As I'm running towards this wall, I start getting a little bit of a lag spike, and just as I'm coming down the other side of the hill, I get a little bit of a crash. I do have the reload process edited out, but I picked the recording up right away when the first frame loads of my character being visible. So I think this was another mistake. I don't know if I should have gone around this side because of how much farther I had to run to get to this opening in the wall. If I had simply gone the normal path, I may have actually been a little faster. While it's not a strictly required part of the quest, picking up the tools from the crafting mentor bot is the only way to actually complete the gathering version of the quest for the guy that gives you the speeder, and you have to complete at least one of the quests for him. So I decided that the resource gathering one was probably going to be faster than trying to kill the bandits. So I thought the bandit drop rate for the item you needed from them was going to be more unreliable. But as you'll see here in a minute, it took a long time to gather the resources I needed. I got really unlucky with pyrite drop
I'll
rates.
keep getting better and protect everyone.
So this is a spot that, if anyone else wanted to follow behind, could potentially save a lot of time with RNG if they get better pyrite drop rates
Soon I'll
and
be invincible.
complete that part of the objective in their first pass through the resource field. And so my next big mistake, which is, I guess, partially down to me just not knowing the map as well as I could have before starting this, is that I ran back across the district to get to the Hudson Fur, as you'll see in just a second, instead of going back behind where I'm at right now, which is where I eventually end up to get the rest of my pyrite. And if I had just gone back north instead of south to begin with, I would have probably saved myself a lot of time. But you get to see more of the map this way, I guess. And so this roll, that I'm doing when I'm harvesting these trees, and what I was doing earlier when I was harvesting the stone, basically it breaks the harvesting animation, so you can harvest more faster, covering more ground. It doesn't necessarily harvest faster, but it gets you into position to do the next harvest as quickly as possible.
I'll keep getting better and protect
When you've got a lot of ground to cover between trees, that can potentially help. Problem is, it uses up your stamina, so you can only do it so much before you run out, and then you're just back to walking. So for anyone that beats my time, I'll give you a full set of implants for your main character. I would like some video evidence though. So, record it with whatever. It doesn't have to look nice or anything, and stick it up on YouTube or upload it to Google Drive or something and give me a link. And then I will give you your prize for beating me. Two other things I don't want to forget to mention. Right now, the Steam Summer Sale is going, and Repop actually is on sale for only the second time, I think, since the game relaunched under the new devs. So if you want to pick it up at a reduced rate price, it's only $9.99 right now instead of $19.99 US dollars. And it's the perfect time to get it. They said on Discord that the reason that they decided to finally put the game on sale again during a Steam sale is that they feel like the island is far enough along that people can get a good idea of the direction they want to take the game. So this is their first step towards marketing the game again. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was I'm also down below in the description going to include a link to the official Repopulation Discord. And that's kind of where all the action is for Repop. No one seems to use the forums anymore. I can't really blame them. The devs are also there all the time, talking about what they're working on, answering questions, listening to suggestions. So I highly encourage anyone interested in the game, even if you're not ready to buy it yet, to spend some time hanging out in the Discord and just getting to know the community and the devs.
I feel stronger already.
So I got enough pyrite, so I'm booking it back to lock this quest up. And then I can head to the shuttle. And then I can head to the shuttle port and take my ride out of here. So this is another place I messed up. I just like set off in completely, well, not completely the wrong direction, but again, I took a very unoptimal path, I think, to get where I needed to go, and ended up going around a ways when I should have taken a more direct path. So I probably lost, 20, 30 seconds here. So I actually hope to have another video up pretty soon. I've got a kind of a neat trick that I've been testing to boost frame rates in Repop, at least until they get the engine updated, that I think everyone will like. I've already had a couple people try it from the Discord server with pretty good results. So I'll be laying that out and showing you before and after and how it all works. And as usual, please subscribe. I'm going to have more Repop content coming. If you have any wishes for any videos you want to see or topics covered, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. If you do your own speed run, you're welcome to drop a link in the comments below as well. I'll take a look. Essentially I'll leave this contest, as it were, open somewhat indefinitely, at least until they change the quest chain. It should stay pretty similar until they start redoing the quest system. And with that, thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good 4th of July weekend for those of you in the United States.